Hello everybody, this is Stacy with All My Magical Things, and today I am doing a painty paper video. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I've never done this on camera before, but a couple videos back I showed some of my painty papers and somebody had asked if I could do some kind of painty papers on video. So here I am with some of my supplies that I think I might want to use today. I picked out some of my favorite things. And anyways, before we get started, let me say hello and welcome back if you have been here before, and welcome if you're new here. I am Stacy, and I normally do creative commonplacing here on my channel. Today I decided I'm going to do a little painty paper video. It's not a tutorial. It's I don't know. We're going to see what happens. So I hope you guys are excited to go on this adventure with me. And maybe I can share some things along the way that have helped me to get through my painty paper situations. Now, some of the things I'm going to be using today, stencils. These are just a few little stencils I have. Paintbrush, pot of water. These are acrylic inks. I'm not sure the brand. My daughter got me these Marteau. My daughter got me these for Christmas. I believe she ordered them on Amazon. They were cheaper than like the latex, Liquitex, whatever those are called. The more artist grade stuff. This I'm sure is not artist grade. This is just this brand, I guess. And they're little bottles, but I thought they'd be fun to play with today. So we're going to try out those. And then also I have my Stabilo Woodies. These are water-soluble crayons from Stabilo. And so I thought maybe we could use those today. I have some gel pens, white gel pens, and a gold gel pen. We'll see how those work out today. We might use those. I also have my acrylic paint markers from Sharpie. There's different kinds. There's Posca pens, and I have a few acrylic markers. I have some from Grabby that my son got me for Christmas, but I thought today we'd use the Sharpie ones. So we're just going to have a go, guys, and see what happens. Okay, so my first thought is we need to pick out a color. And I am really liking this teal. I think this might be a good color to start with. So first, I want to put a little water, just little splotches of water on my paper. Oh, and by the way, this paper comes from this jumbo artist pad. It's mixed media artist studio paper, 114 pounds. I believe I got this at Walmart, and it's huge. There's a lot of paper in here. So that's the paper we're using today. Nothing too spectacular. Okay, we got some water on here. Let's shake up our acrylic ink. Whoops. Shake it up. Teal is one of my favorite colors. I mean, I love all the colors. Don't get me wrong. But teal, that's a pretty amazing color. Okay, so first I'm just going to drop a couple drops down into the water. Puddles that I made there. Okay, I think I got all those. And then I'm going to take a water sprayer. That's just an itty bitty, I don't know, water sprayer. We're going to start to move these around. And we're going to give them a spritz of water to get them going here. And I imagine the better grade watercolor paper, the better bleed you're probably going to get once you spray the water. But I'm not out to make a masterpiece. I'm just playing with my supplies, and maybe we'll make something cute, and maybe we won't, but we aren't going to know until we try. So we'll just move this around a little bit. Get those drips not so thick. Let's take it this way. It looks like we missing some spots over here. Okay, whoops, got it all over my hand. And probably should have put something down on my mat, and I didn't, but here we are. Okay, let's grab a paper towel before I turn into a Smurf. All right, and then the next thing I do, because I want it to dry fairly quickly, I'm just going to pat it with a paper towel. This gives it a little texture. This also makes it a little lighter. So it's a, you know, what you want to do kind of thing. Gosh, I have a frog in my throat today, guys. I apologize for that. I don't know what the deal is. I woke up that way. Okay, now this is still a little damp, and whatever color I put on next, I don't want it to mix per se. So I'm going to go ahead and use my heat gun for a second and just give this a little dry. Get the ink a little bit dry so it's not mixing. All right, that's good enough. Now, what next color do we want? I think I'm going to go with this orange. Orange and blue are, let me see if I get this right, complementary colors. And so maybe that'll give us a cool look. Now we don't want them to mix because they will turn to mud. But to be beside each other together without mixing, they bring a pizzazz to each other. So we're going to give a little drops here. Let's see, do I have any water there? Little drop there. I think I want a little water in the middle. Whoops, that may be too much water. Let's soak some of that up. Okay, we'll put a little drop. I guess I need a little drop there. Oh, well, that was a big drop. Okay, that's what I mean, guys. You just never know what you're going to get here. Okay, we're going to give it a little spritz. If our spray bottle works. And I am by no means, guys, knowing what I'm doing. I'm just having fun. I'm just playing with my supplies. Like I said before, I love color. And it's just fun. It's just fun to play around, not be serious. Nothing about this is serious. Okay, I'm going to pat this dry a little bit. That orange is kind of pretty strong, so we're going to take it down a little. I still want it there, but maybe not as loud and proud as it was. Okay. All right, that's that. Let's give this a little dry. And I'm sorry if this heat gun's annoying. I don't mind when people do it when I'm on video, watching their videos with them, but I know some people mind, and I apologize, guys. Just want it a little dry before we add the next color. I'm thinking one more color, and I'm thinking yellow. We're gonna go for yellow. So let's put a little dot here and a little dot there. Shake up our yellow. So yeah, I have to admit, I was a little stressed out about doing a painty paper video. Because this, you know, you have no idea how things are going to turn out. And so part of me is like, what if this turns out bad? Like, you're on camera and Well, first of all, I'm not live. So I guess if I didn't like it, I could just not post the video. And second of all, it's just the fun of the play. I mean, that's the whole idea, is just playing. I don't know if I like that yellow. I really want to take that down. Okay. Now, our next feet, I think, yeah, I think I want to bring in a stencil. I think that would be my next go round. And I'm going to dry it one more time because I want to use my paint markers. And I just want to make sure it's dry enough to not give my paint markers a hard time. So is everybody enjoying their weekend? Today is Saturday, the June 6th. Yesterday was the last day of school for our kids in our area, and my daughter is a middle school teacher, and so yesterday was her last day, and so she was super excited. Super excited. Okay. Let's go with this stencil. I don't know. This says Dinky Stencil. It's from www.that'scrafty. I believe that's what it says. I'm not very good at cleaning off my stencils, guys. I'm pretty bad at it, actually. Okay. We need a color. Well, there's a teal, but that probably will blend right in. I want to keep the white out. I like to use the white and the black. We'll keep those out for sure. Okay, let's see. Do we go lavender or pink? I think we're going to go pink. I think we're going to brave it, and we're going to go pink. Yeah, so last day of school. So she's excited to have a couple months off for the summer. She's got some organizing to do in her house that she's been putting off, waiting, you know, till she had the time. She's got 2 3-year-olds, my granddaughters. And so super excited. She's super excited to be able to be home for a couple months every day, all day with them. I'm sure they'll be over here a lot. Swimming in Grammy's pool. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys the pool saga. Okay, so you know I'm always complaining about the weather in northern Pennsylvania. Well, it's finally warmed up. The sun has been shining. Actually, today is rain, but it's the first rain we've had in some time. The temperatures are getting warm. The sun is shining. Super, super happy about that. And so if you're new here and you don't know me, we have one of those pools that you put up, take down, like you get from Walmart, those like blue pools or whatever. Summer Escapes, I think, is one. Intex. We have one of those. Well, we bought a new one because ours, we'd had it for like 10 years and it was starting to get some holes and getting worn out. So we had bought a new one 2 years ago. Well, last summer, didn't put the pool up because I wasn't going to be able to get in it. And I'm the one that maintains the pool and cleans the pool and all that stuff because besides the grandbabies, I'm the main one swimming in it. So we didn't put it up last year because I had some health issues and I wasn't going to be able to take care of the pool or to even get in the pool. So we pull it out this year. We have no idea. It's been 2 years since we've had a pool anyway. And we get it out. We have a sand filter that we connect. And, well, the whole thing. It took us 3 days. We didn't understand how the hoses worked and all that stuff because it was a new pool, different pool. But between me and the hubby, we figured it out and we got it filled and it's up and running and it's clean and it is ready to swim. Now, I haven't been in swimming because I've had the grandbabies this week. I have gotten in and vacuumed. I have one of those little blue vacuums. I don't know, I found it on Amazon that you push yourself. It's not a robot vacuum like I've seen. So I've been into vacuum, but that's it. And I had to get a new swimming suit because mine don't fit me anymore. And that was a whole thing. But Walmart had some really cute ones. They look like just an outfit. So that was they're really cool. My daughters were going to get one also. And they were only 20 bucks. So, I mean, not the best, probably not the best quality, but it will do for the summer. All right, guys, there is my stencil. Now what? Now what are we going to do? I like to add black and white when I do things. Makes things pop. So let's see what we can do here. And I don't know, I'm just going to start to doodle and see what we get. See what we get. Okay, this is probably where I normally start to panic. This doesn't look too great right now. But what I've learned in my course of doing this is just to keep going. Doesn't look the best right now, but you just gotta keep going. So let's grab some white. Make sure that black is dry. We're gonna give it a little of this and a little of that. But yeah, so the pool is up. I've went through all our floaties and cleaned them up, pumped them up to make sure they didn't have any holes or if I was going to have to replace any. So that's all done. Yeah, the pump is running, the filter's running, the water looks great. So hopefully I can get in there to float soon. And don't get me wrong, I didn't mind having the grandbabies this week. We had a lot of fun. I call it Grammy's Water Park. And I have a splash pad that, I don't know, I got a couple years ago at Aldi's for like 10 bucks. And then we have a water table with their measuring cups and buckets and boats and all that. And then I have a giant unicorn sprinkler. I mean, the unicorn is huge, that we had got at a yard sale. It was a bunch of retired teachers and they were selling their stuff. And it was 2 bucks. And it's this giant unicorn and it sprays water out of its horn. And it's really cool. The kids love that. And then they have their pool, their little kids pool. And it's got a blow up slide on it and a rainbow that is a sprinkler and butterflies and mushrooms that are inflatable and all this stuff. So that's real fun. So we set it all up and I call it Grammy's Water Park. And yeah, and we do the things. Okay, Now we do have orange on here, so I wonder, and we have teal. I got a teal and I've got an orange. Oh, you know what I forgot to use? I forgot to use my Stabilos. Wonder if we can put them in right now. These are water soluble, and I usually like to make marks with them before I put on the paint or the ink or the watercolor, because they kind of melt with the, but we're gonna use a baby wipe so we don't get the paper as wet. And this just gives a little bit of texture on the paper in the background. The background of what? I don't know. I don't know where we're headed yet. Oh, excuse me. That frog in my throat. Okay. Now I'm thinking, let's go with orange. Wait a second. No, let's go with teal. Let's get some little teal dots in here. And like I said, yeah, this is the part I'm like, oh, where is this going? This looks kind of crazy. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't like it. And then I have to tell myself, okay, first of all, it's going to get cut up. More than likely, it'll be cut up. Second of all, we're not doing this for anything but the play of it. Having fun with our supplies, just having a good time and playing. There doesn't have to be an end product. We can just be playing. All right. I'm gonna draw some funky flowers out here with my orange. And nothing magnificent. I'm just doodling, just giving myself a little chance to play with my art supplies. Okay. Oh, we might need one more up here, I think. I guess that's basically what I pay attention to, is just spreading it out. Making sure the elements are, you know, spread out through the page. I try to make sure that I use colors that are cohesive, that look good together. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not the best with color theory. I definitely need more practice with that. But I just want to have fun with my supplies. I will tell you though, it is very vulnerable to share this on camera, because I don't have a plan of where this is going. I am probably not going to show you a magnificent picture at the end. It's going to be, you know, crazy and wonky. All right, let's take this orange. But what I was going to say is what I've learned doing painting papers is, one, it's about the process, like I said. Two, you just keep going. Just keep going, because you might be surprised at the end. I've found, like, I'll be like, oh, this is ugly, this is nothing, blah blah blah, and I've kept going, and I ended up with something I really liked, and it was really cute, and I was really happy with it. Now, it doesn't always end up that way, but it can always be cut up and used in collage for a journal page or whatever. So don't ever get too wrapped up in the final product when you're just playing. Because what I've also learned, this is another important part that I've learned, I've also learned that I find stuff out by playing. I find out that I like orange and teal together. You know, so when I do another project, I can remember, oh yeah, orange and teal look really cool together. You know what I mean? Like, this playing gives you a little insight into finding out things that you might like. And I've always been really hard to just enjoy the process, because I'm the type of person, I want to make something and it to serve a purpose. Like, just painting on paper for the heck of it with no plan used to make me crazy, because if I'm going to sit down and make something, I'm going to make something that's something that's actually worthwhile, that you can actually use, that you actually have a point on why you're making it. So I struggled a lot, and I still do struggle some. I'm getting better. I'm getting a lot better at it, learning how to enjoy the process more. And because then I do learn things that I didn't know. You know, whether it's a color combination I like or something. I learn something every time. So you just keep going. You just keep adding stuff. I'm using my white gel pen now, just to add a little something to the petals, I guess. Just squiggly lines along the petals. So yeah, if you are like me and you struggle with just playing with your supplies, not having an end goal, sit down and try it. Like, take the time to just breathe and just say to yourself, okay, I'm going to give myself 30 minutes or whatever to color, to see what color combinations my brain likes, to see what kind of colors actually inspire me, or shapes, or techniques like watercolor, acrylic ink, whatever. What kind of techniques you enjoy doing. It's all experiment. It's all just play. And that's where, for me anyways, that's where I discover new ideas. I discover things I like. I discover maybe different way to use my art supplies. It's all in the play, all in the process. And if you knew me well, you would laugh so hard to hear that you hear me talking like that, because I was not very good at this at all. But this last year with my health issues, I had to slow down. So I'm learning how to slow down. I'm learning how to appreciate the moments and the process, and not to worry about the end goal, but to just be in the moment, in the colors, in the squiggles, in the shapes, and just play. See, now I'm thinking this is getting better. It's getting better. I wonder if the gold pen, see, that's part of the play too. I wonder if the gold pen will look okay on the orange. Or should I have stayed with white? It doesn't show up as much as the white, but it gives it a little glitter glam here. Get a little sparkle. And there's nothing wrong with sparkle. So are you guys gearing up for summer fun? Oh, well, my gold wants to quit. Guess we're gonna have to go back to white. These gel pens get finicky. That's for sure. How does the white look on there? It's okay. But anyways, do you have any great summer plans? I don't have any big summer plans. My biggest ones are hanging out at Grammy's water park, floating in the pool, enjoying the grandbabies. I didn't get a summer last summer. I know I've talked about that a million times. So I just want to enjoy the summer. You know, picnics, like a 4th of July party. We used to have really big parties, 4th of July and that kind of stuff in our yard with all the kids. And I have a big family. And so I'd like to do that. And just enjoy the season. It is my favorite season. So I just want to enjoy it. And I'm kind of glad that the gold pen didn't work, because I think I like the white better. What do you guys think? The white shows up more. Yeah, I think I like the white better. Let's do these in white, the ones we did with the gold. See, sometimes your supplies give you a favor, I guess. Let's get this one. Okay. What else can we do? Where's that pink that I had? Let's give these guys some dots. I don't know, am I doing the orange ones? Let's do the teal ones first and then we'll see. And I can't tell you how freeing it is to just do this and not be so precise and so concerned about the final outcome. It is definitely freeing. It's fun. The old me, if she would even got this far, would be making sure that these polka dots are evenly spaced and numbered, you know, evenly numbered and all of it. And she didn't get much done because she was too scared all the time. Too scared to make a mistake, too scared to do it wrong, too scared to, it might not look nice. So I would much rather be on this side because at least I'm creating instead of just letting my supplies sit on the shelf collecting dust because I'm too afraid that I'm not going to make something worthwhile. It's all worthwhile. Oh, I forgot the weight on that one. It's definitely all worthwhile. You can't learn about your supplies or about the techniques unless you do them. Unless you use them. And I don't know, guys, if you like this kind of video, let me know in the comments. If you do, I was thinking about maybe we can do some kind of series about different art supplies. Like this time we used acrylic ink and acrylic paint markers. And, you know, maybe next time we could use a different supply. So just let me know in the comments if you guys would like to see this again, you know, see a video like this again. Or is it not your jam? That's okay too. Not everything is everybody's jam. But yeah, just let me know if it's something you'd like to see. You'd like to explore some art supplies with me and different art techniques that we could do. Gosh, I feel like the more I circle those things, the more I find. That's funny. All right, guys, what do you think? Now, I know somebody's going to say, well, what are you going to do with that? And the answer is, I'm probably going to cut it up. You're probably going to see it eventually in some journal page as a background or something. Right now, it'll go in my stash. I showed this a few videos ago, but it's going to go in my stash right here of my painty papers. And then I just pull from these and do things with them. Like, see, these ones, these were metallic watercolors, and I just put circles and then just drew stuff on them. Polka dots, more polka dots. These ones, I've just laid down color. I haven't actually drawn anything on those. This one, we're just messing around with that white gel pen. This one, evidently, I cut it out for some reason. But yeah, this is, you know, so we could do a series on those if you guys would like. Just let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoy my videos, please like, comment, subscribe, all the things. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you enjoy the sunshine. I hope there's sunshine where you are. And yeah, and I hope you have time to sit down and just play with no purpose, no end result, just enjoying your supplies. All right, guys, that's it for now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.